Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, I'm your host, Mrs. M. And if you haven't, make sure you click the link below. That way you can subscribe to my channel and not miss out on anything you need to scale your cleaning business to 6 figures and beyond. How? Have you ever wanted to submit a government cleaning proposal, but you don't know where to get started? What do you need to include? And all of that. Well, in this video, I am going to give you step by step on what you need to do to prepare and submit your RFQ, request for quote. You ready? All right, let's go. So I'm going to use my handy dandy notes just to make sure I give you everything you need. So first, when you're preparing your bid submission, of course you have to find one. Now, for those of you that are watching this video, at the end, I always put one on our website. I'm going to tell you exactly what it is and where to go. So the first thing you want to do is include a cover page. A cover page is normally going to be included in the bid. It's going to already be there, and most times when you're doing an RFQ. And it's not going to say cover page, but it's going to simply have information you have to fill out. Your name, your phone number. It's going to already have the bid solicitation number. And you're going to put in the date and make sure you sign it. Now, sometimes it is going to have a SF 1449. Those are normally going to look like a well-typed page. With an SF 1449, those may be a lot when you're looking at GSA, General Services Administration. They're normally going to have that kind of SF 1449. But there may be one I've seen for just regular quotes. What you're going to do, it's going to have a part in there for you to fill out, date, information, and then it's going to already have in the parts that they filled out. So you're going to make sure that you look over it very, very carefully, and then you're going to include that with the bid as well. The next thing we're going to look at is pricing. Normally in a quote, it is going to have a sheet already ready for you to put in the extended prices. So it's going to ask for monthly. It talks about unit price, and then it's going to ask for an extended price. Most of the bids, remember, are for 3 to 5 years. Normally, they're going to be a 1 year with several options. That's where your pricing is going to come in. Now, when you're doing your pricing, do not be afraid to submit the next part, and that is any questions that you have to the contracting officer. Any questions normally are going to have a date no longer available to answer any questions. So make sure part of when you're looking for that bid is you look to see when the dates are due. When are the the due dates? When is the due date for the walkthrough? And when is the due date for any questions? You want to really pay attention to that. Very, very important. Of course, if you've missed the walkthrough, no need to continue because a lot of the walkthroughs are mandatory. Now, if they're not mandatory, you can continue. Just make sure you get as much information as you can because you are kind of bidding blindly. Yes, a lot of the bids will have the square footage, but there's nothing like doing a walkthrough. Now, when you're submitting questions, you can also ask for the previous bid. Ask them, can you actually get the previous bid from that for that bid solicitation that you are looking to submit? Ask them, can you have the previous bid? They will normally give you the previous bid or give you where you can find it, which is on SAM.gov or one of the other websites. And also, if they have never bid it before, you may be able to find a similar bid. Now, for your reps and your certs, this is normally going to already be listed out in your SAMs. When you signed up for SAM.gov, it's going to have your reps and your certs. You can normally just go in, copy and paste that, and submit that along with your bid. The next thing comes into, how do I submit it? Well, when you are going through and you're looking to do this, submitting of your bid, it's normally going to tell you, it always is going to tell you where, how to submit the bid. It's going to either be in person. That's going to give you an option in person with the date and time. It's going to be real specific on what time it has to be there. It's going to also sometimes give you an email address where you can email the bid. Same thing, date and time frame you have to have it. And it could also have where you have to upload it to a website. Sometimes with Demand Star, which is one of the ones that we've used a lot, you have to upload the email. Or you may have to mail it, and they will ask for it to be mailed. All of these take in consideration when it has to be there. So do a mail out where it has to be signed. You have a set time that you know it's going to be there. Very important. You do not want to miss out on a bid because you missed the timeline. The other thing you want to look at when you're doing your pricing, I just thought about, make sure you look at your scope of work or your statement of work. All of that is going to give you some idea and help you along with pricing. But the best thing that I've noticed by far is, for me, going through the walkthrough. That was the biggest thing. And looking for the previous contract, which you can do your own. They may not give it to you, but you have to do your research to find that. But they are out there. Now, the last thing is, we've gone through everything. We're ready to submit it. We've submitted it. And we want to know, what is the number one thing? I would say, what's the number one top thing that has allowed my win rate to be very, very high, like 96% for myself and my customers, clients. The number one thing that I would notice is following the instructions. I was in the military. A lot of you probably have been in the military or some affiliation with the military. They are very, very, very serious about following the instructions. So if it asks for something on like 3 copies of that particular bid, give them 3 copies, 2 and then 1 original. Make sure you do that. If it talks about submitting it on a thumb drive, make sure you do that. That is one of the biggest things that I've noticed. People think, it doesn't matter. Yes, it does matter. So follow the instructions, okay? So hopefully these 7 tips will help you when it comes to preparing and submitting. Now, for those of you that want some assistance, I would love to help you. Make sure you reach out to me at 407-986-8228. That's 407-986-8228. Give me a call and tell me all about where you are, what you're doing, and I am sure that we can come up with something to help you get to the next level. Now, also, for those of you that are still here, the bid is Florida. There is an actual bid on our website. It's in the description. You can either go to our Facebook or you can go to our website where you can obtain this bid. The bid is all the way through May the 4th. I think that's the date, May the 4th. So make sure, if you're looking for the bid, go to the Facebook group in the description or the website, download that bid. The bid due date for this particular bid, we change them all the time, is May 4th, okay? All right. For those of you that want to learn more, there's a lot of information I'd love to share. Make sure you come to the free workshop where I give you this and so much more on if you're looking to do government bids, or we have a free workshop on Thursdays for our commercial. Government is on Wednesdays, commercial is on Thursdays. Love, love, love to share that information. So click the link in the description and I'll look forward to seeing you there. And until the next video, be safe and take care. Bye-bye.